Real briefly here, one of the concerns that was mentioned earlier that I don't think has really gotten enough press about this is that when teachers are cut by seniority and not by merit. It doesn't matter how good of a teacher you are, how much your students like you, what you know, what you're doing. At some point, some other teacher who's been in the district longer than you is going to say, no, I want your job, and then you're out. And for a lot of kids, the teachers that they connect with are the teachers that have only been there a couple years. They're fresh out of college. They're new. They understand the kids. They understand what the kids are into, what they're not into, how they relate. These are the ones that we really need, and these are the ones we're going to lose. You also, because of the way that the structure will work, you may end up with somebody who's teaching orchestra that really studied choir. They studied vocal music. And if you had somebody teaching chemistry in high school that studied biology, you'd be furious. Not only would you be furious, but you probably wouldn't know anything about chemistry. It's the same thing. Music only relates to a certain degree. You have to have a specialist. You have to have somebody who knows what's going on and what to teach your kids. It's also, group music instruction is not something that you can teach privately. Private lessons are always an option for any kid that wants to learn music. There are programs where you can go, you can learn, even if you may not have all of the resources that you need. Certainly there are kids whose parents really can't afford that. But even if you can, even if your kid can go to school, can study violin, and they learn by themselves, there is very little music out there that is written for one person to play. Most of it is written for a full choir, for a band, for a jazz band, for an orchestra, for a show choir. You can't do this by yourself. You need a group. And that's what the schools do. There are kids who are homeschooled, who go to Des Moines schools or to any of the other schools in the suburbs because they can't get that experience in their home. And we can't deny that to our kids either. I think the person right before me mentioned that we need to get the kids out as the public face of this. I think we do. Our group decided we do need that. We need the kids to respond to this, but we need them to show what they can do because they have music. We need the kids from Merrill who are leaving, bye-bye. Oh, okay. We need the kids who can do these things, the kids who can perform to do that. Bring their instruments, bring themselves, bring their friends. Come down to the Capitol and play and show the legislature what it is that we're going to miss if they cut all of these budget things. Yes.